At my family reunion, I caught my fiancée whispering to her brother, "Just a few more months and I'll have access to everything." I acted normal. Then I had my lawyer draft an ironclad prenup. Her face when I presented it a week before the wedding: "Sign this or there's no marriage." I, 32 male, need to get this off my chest because what just happened is absolutely insane. My family does this big reunion thing every summer, like 60 people, rented property, whole extended family deal. This year I brought my fiancée, 29. We've been together 2 years, engaged for 6 months, wedding planned for 8 weeks from now. She was really into meeting everyone, asking tons of questions. Who does what? Family businesses, investments, properties. I thought she was just being interested, trying to fit in with my family. Big mistake. So most people are outside at the bonfire. I head back inside to grab more drinks. Kitchen's empty, but I hear voices from the hallway. My fiancée and her brother who came with us. I wasn't trying to eavesdrop, but something about her tone made me freeze. "I'm telling you, it's even better than we thought. Did you hear his uncle talk about the property portfolio? And the commercial building his dad mentioned?" Her brother? "What about the house?" "Paid off completely, no mortgage, plus the business equity and that trust fund from his grandfather. Just a few more months and I'll have access to everything." I'm standing there with a case of beer in my hands, heart pounding. Her brother, "You sure he doesn't suspect anything?" She actually laughed. "Please. He's so trusting it's almost sad." Goes on about our future and building a life together, like I'm actually planning to stick around. The divorce settlement is going to be beautiful. "What about a prenup?" "What prenup?" He hasn't mentioned it once. Too in love, too romantic. These emotional types never protect themselves. By the time he figures it out, I'll already have what I need. I backed away slowly. Put the beer down. Went outside, acted completely normal for the rest of the night. When she came back outside, she kissed my cheek. "Your family is amazing. I'm so lucky to be joining them." Yeah, lucky. The drive home she talked non-stop about wedding planning, flowers, seating charts, honeymoon ideas. I just nodded. My brain was working overtime, but my face stayed calm. Here's the thing about me. I'm not rich, but I'm comfortable. Grandfather left me a trust that I invested smart. Owned my house outright, paid it off over 8 years. Built a contracting business from nothing. I drive a 10-year-old truck, don't spend flashy, live below my means. But on paper, assets add up to mid-7 figures. Worked my butt off since I was 20 for every dollar. And this woman was planning to take half and ghost me. Called my lawyer first thing. Business guy I've used for years. Need an ironclad prenup. Protect everything premarital. All business assets separate. Infidelity clauses, duration terms, the works. You're 2 months from the wedding. I know. This will cause problems. I'm counting on it. Took him about a week to draft it. When I read it, I smiled. Perfect. Protected the house, the business, the investments, the trust, everything I built before her. She'd get nothing premarital in a divorce. Postmarital assets split based on actual contribution. If marriage lasted under 5 years, even less for her. Meanwhile, I'm watching her close. Phone constantly, texting her brother. Quiet conversations with her mom that stop when I walk in. Caught her looking at luxury condo listings twice. "Just daydreaming," she said. Sure, her whole family's been pushy about the timeline. Mom keeps asking when we're signing the marriage license. Dad barely talks to me but keeps asking his daughter if everything's on track. They're all in on it. 1 week before the wedding, I made dinner at home. Just us, going over last-minute wedding stuff. She was so happy, talking about the photographer, her dress, the flowers. I waited until after dinner, slid the document across the table. "What's this?" "Prenuptial agreement. Need you to review it and sign before the wedding." The smile stayed frozen on her face, but her eyes changed. "What?" "Prenup. Standard stuff. Protects what we each brought in." She picked it up like it might explode. Started reading. Face went pale, then red. "This says I get nothing if we divorce in the first 5 years. Proportional to contribution," I said. "You'd get what you actually contribute financially. My premarital stuff stays mine." "The house? Had it 8 years before we met. Mine. Your business? Built it from nothing at 22. Mine. The trust fund? Premarital. Protected." She started shaking. "I can't believe you're doing this, a week before our wedding. Don't you trust me?" I almost laughed. "It's about being smart. protecting what we've each built. I haven't built anything, she yelled. I make $38,000 a year. You make way more. This isn't fair. Then, build something. We've got our whole marriage ahead, right? Contribute financially, you'll be protected. This just keeps what we brought in separate. She stood up fast, chair scraping, started crying. I thought you loved me. This makes me feel like you think I'm some gold digger. I let that hang there a second. Are you? What? How dare you? Then sign. If you're marrying me for love, this shouldn't matter. She grabbed her phone, stormed to the bedroom, heard her on the phone immediately, that voice frantic. Came back 20 minutes later, eyes red but angry now. I'm not signing this. Then there's no wedding. Her jaw dropped. You're bluffing. Try me. You already paid for everything. Venue, catering, band. Deposits are gone anyway. Rather lose 20 grand than half my net worth. More tears. I need to talk to my family. You're ambushing me. Take all the time you need. Weddings in 7 days. Get a lawyer, review it, discuss modifications if reasonable. But the core protections stay. She left, grabbed her keys, tore out of there. Didn't come back that night. Next morning, the calls started. Her mom first. How could you? A prenup? She's devastated. Standard practice for people with assets. She's not after your money. She loves you. If she's not after money, why won't she sign? Silence. Then, because it shows you don't trust her. Marriage is also a legal contract. I'm protecting myself. She hung up on me. Her dad called later, way more aggressive. You think my daughter's a gold digger? Think you're too good for us? I think I'm being responsible. Sign or we don't get married. Her choice. Family's already traveling. 3 states. You're doing this now? Should have done it 6 months ago. My bad. You're making a huge mistake, buddy. Maybe. But it's my mistake to make. He hung up too. Then her brother showed up at my house. Let himself in with her key. Found him sitting on my couch when I got home. We need to talk. You need to leave. Not until you drop this prenup garbage. None of your business. He stood up, puffing his chest. Dude's 5'10", soft. I'm 6'2" and spent 10 years swinging hammers. You're messing with my sister's future. That's my business. Her future's fine if she signs. Question is why you care so much about my assets. His eyes narrowed. What's that supposed to mean? Means I heard you two at the reunion, about accessing everything, about the divorce settlement. Ring any bells? All color drained from his face. You misheard. I heard exactly what I heard. Get out. She didn't mean it like that. Out. He left but called back. You're gonna regret this. Update 1. Holy hell, the entitlement levels are off the charts. She came back with her mom and some lawyer her brother knows. They sat at my kitchen table uninvited. The lawyer starts. Your prenup is unnecessarily harsh. My client will sign a modified version that's more equitable. He slides over their version. I'm reading it, trying not to laugh. Their modifications. House becomes joint property immediately after marriage. Business becomes marital asset due to her emotional support. Trust fund gets shared equally as family wealth she's joining. They gutted every single protection. Yeah, no. Original or no wedding. Her mom starts full-on sobbing. You're destroying her dreams. She's planned this for months. Her dress, the children she wants with you. She wants my assets. Sign the real prenup or we're done. The lawyer gets pushy. She's sacrificed career opportunities for you, supported your business schedule. She works 30 hours a week writing grant proposals. What career? What sacrifices? My fiancé jumps in. I turned down a job in another state for you. What job? The one with. It doesn't matter. I chose you. She's lying through her teeth. I can see it. Sign or leave. We're done here. They storm out. Lawyer threatens to see me in court. For what exactly? That afternoon, my business phone explodes. Clients calling, concerned. Someone's been calling them saying I'm going through difficulties and they should hold off on contracts. Took me 3 hours to calm everyone down. Traced one call back, her brother's work number. I called him. Contact my clients again, I'm suing you. He hung up. Then comes the family ambush. My parents show up, with her parents. They'd had a conversation. Her dad starts immediately. This prenup is disrespectful to her, to us, to marriage itself. Did you tell them what your daughter said at the reunion? I look at her parents. About accessing everything? About planning the divorce settlement? My mom's head whips up. What? Her mom goes red. That's out of context. What context makes planning a divorce before the wedding okay? My dad stands. We're leaving. This is his decision. He looks at me. But son, if you heard that, you're right to protect yourself. My parents leave. Her parents try to stay. I tell them to get out. Next day, she shows up with 12 of her friends, like an intervention. They pack into my living room, start lecturing me about financial abuse and control. Her college roommate is loudest. You're using money to control her. Textbook abuse. She deserves security. She has security. Her job, her income. She just doesn't get my premarital assets. Marriage is sharing everything. Then she should bring something to share besides expectations. That shut her up fast. Another friend tries guilt. She's told us about your plans together, the dream house, the family. Now you're destroying it? I never said dream house. I already own a house. I'll start a family after she signs. They leave after getting nowhere. But I hear them outside. He probably never loved her, just stringing her along. The projection is wild. Next day she tries a new tactic. Shows up alone, dressed up, soft voice ready. Baby, I'm sorry, I overreacted. The prenup scared me. Can we talk calmly? Sure, you signed it? Can we modify the 5-year part, make it 2? And the business valuation seems. Valuation's professionally accurate, no modifications. Sign or we're done. Tears start. Why are you so cold? Where's the man I fell in love with? He woke up. Sign or leave. She leaves crying. Posts vague stuff on social media about discovering who people really are. Gets hundreds of sympathy comments. I don't respond. Next morning the venue calls. Someone pretending to be me tried to cancel. Got aggressive when they refused. I call her. Did you try canceling the venue? What? No. Someone with your number called. That wasn't me, right? Set a password with the venue for any changes. Then her lawyer sends a letter threatening to sue for breach of promise to marry if I cancel over unreasonable demands. My lawyer calls me laughing. They're suing you for not marrying her? Apparently. That's not even legally viable anymore. Want me to respond? Please. His response shut them up quick. Something about frivolous litigation and countersuing for business interference. Total silence after that. Weddings in 3 days. Haven't heard from her. Venue's paid for. Guests are coming. And I'm sitting here with an unsigned prenup and 0 regrets. Update 2. The wedding was supposed to be yesterday. It's the day after. Obviously didn't happen. The days before were quiet. Too quiet. I knew something was coming. It came hard. Got a call from my bank. Fraud alert. Someone tried accessing my account with old security info. Failed, but they tried. Called her. No answer. Drove to her apartment. Her car's there, but she won't answer the door. Her roommate lets me in. She left this morning with her brother. Said something about handling it. Handling what? Dude, I don't know. But honestly, you dodged a bullet. She's been a nightmare. Drove home. Her brother's car is outside my house with a cop car. What the hell? Cops on my porch looking bored. You the homeowner? Yeah, what's going on? Domestic dispute call. Woman says she lives here. You're preventing access to belongings. I show him my property deed on my phone. I'm the sole owner. She never lived here legally. She stayed over, but kept her own apartment. Cop looks at her and her brother by their car. Ma'am, this true? I'm his fiancée. We're getting married. Where? I correct. She refused to sign a prenup. No signature, no wedding. Cop looks tired. So you don't live here, ma'am? I have belongings here. What belongings? You took everything last week. Her brother jumps in. She has rights. You can't just kick her out. She doesn't live here, the cop repeats flatly. Sir, does she have property inside currently? Maybe a toothbrush. Nothing significant. Cop looks at her. Ma'am, you need to leave. This is his property. You can arrange a civil pickup for any belongings, but you don't live here. This is insane. Her brother yells. He's manipulating. Sir, lower your voice or you're leaving in cuffs. They leave. But she screams from her car. You'll regret this. You'll die alone with your money. Changed all my locks that night anyway. Upgraded security. Added cameras. Wedding day morning, I wake up to hundreds of missed calls and texts. She'd told everyone I canceled last minute that I abandoned her at the altar with cold feet. I sent one mass text to key people. No wedding. She refused to sign a prenup after I overheard her planning to divorce me for money. Happy to discuss privately. Responses were all over the place. Some called me cold. Some asked for the full story. Some said they'd suspected something was off about her. Her bridesmaid group chat apparently exploded. Someone screenshot it and sent it to me, half defending her, half saying I knew something was weird. That afternoon, her mom called from a new number. You've destroyed her. She's humiliated. The family is humiliated. She destroyed herself planning to marry me for money. That's not what happened. I heard her with my own ears at the reunion, her and your son, talking about accessing my assets and planning the divorce settlement. Long silence. She was joking. Joking. Sibling's joke. You took it too seriously. Then she should have signed the prenup and proved it was a joke. Instead, she fought it, tried to gut all the protections, and refused anything that kept my premarital assets separate. That's not a joke. That's a plan. You're cold and heartless. I hope you end up alone. She hung up. Next day, I get a 5-page email from my ex-fiancée. Mix of apologies, accusations, gaslighting, threats. I'm sorry I wasn't clear. You're a manipulative narcissist. Maybe we can work this out. My lawyer says I have a case for emotional damages. Forwarded it to my lawyer. No comment. His response: save everything. Document everything. If she continues, we'll get a restraining order. This morning the venue asked if I wanted to rebook a future date at a discount. I actually laughed, declined, checked all my accounts, secure, changed every password, updated my will to be extra clear, called my parents. Dad says, proud of you for seeing through it. My best friend came over with beer and takeout last night. You did the right thing. She was using you. I know. You okay? Honestly, yeah. I'm relieved more than anything. 2 years feels wasted, sure, but better than 20 years and a divorce. My grandfather left me that trust after going through a nightmare divorce in his 40s. Lost everything to a woman who never loved him. He rebuilt and made sure his grandkids would be protected. I get it now. He wasn't bitter. He was smart. I'm not anti-marriage. I'm open to finding someone real. But I'm definitely cautious now. For now I'm good. Got a big project keeping me busy. Hanging with actual friends who showed up. Might take a trip somewhere warm soon. She can tell whatever story she wants. People who matter know the truth. What I lost? About 24 grand in deposits. What I saved? Probably close to $1 million in divorce settlement. Plus my business. Plus my house. Plus my sanity. Best 24 grand I ever spent. To anyone reading this, trust your gut. If something feels off, it is. Protect yourself. Don't let anyone guilt you. If someone really loves you, they won't fight protecting what you built before them. They'll understand and sign. Anyone who fights it is showing you exactly who they are. Believe them. Final update. Things got weirder before they got better. Figured I'd close this out properly. About a week after the non-wedding, I'm at the grocery store. Normal stuff, and I run into her college roommate, the one who lectured me about financial abuse. She sees me, looks uncomfortable, but walks over anyway. Hey, can we talk for a sec? I'm thinking, here we go, another lecture. Make it quick. I owe you an apology. I shouldn't have said those things. That surprised me. Okay? After everything fell apart, she stayed with me for a few days, kept asking to borrow money, got mad when I said no, started going through my stuff when she thought I wasn't home. I kicked her out. Damn. Yeah. Then she texted me asking if my boyfriend had any money saved. Said maybe I could introduce them since you ruined her life. That's when it clicked. You were right about everything. Appreciate you telling me. I feel like an idiot. We all believed her. She paused. For what it's worth, most of the friend group cut her off after finding out she lied about what happened. The ones who stuck around are the ones who probably would have done the same thing. After she left, I felt vindicated, I guess. Not in a petty way, just confirmed I wasn't crazy. Few days later, got a weird call. Her dad, different tone this time, defeated, not aggressive. I need to ask you something, and I need you to be honest, okay? Did she really say those things at the reunion, about the divorce settlement? Yes, her and your son, word for word, I heard them clearly. Long exhale. Her mother and I are getting divorced. What? Found out she's been hiding money from me for years, setting up separate accounts. Turns out our daughter learned from the best. He laughed bitterly. I'm the idiot who didn't see it. I'm sorry, man. Don't be. You're smarter than me. You saw it coming and protected yourself. I just wish. He trailed off. Anyway, I called to say you were right, and I'm sorry we tried to pressure you. We raised her wrong. That's on us. I appreciate that. Good luck with everything. He hung up. I actually felt bad for him. The ex? Heard through the grapevine she's back in her hometown, living with her mom, separately from her dad now, working retail. Her brother apparently got fired from his job after my lawyer sent their company proof he was harassing my clients. Something about ethics violations. She's been posting sad quotes on social media. Lots of never appreciated until I'm gone type stuff. Comments are mostly other bitter people agreeing with her. No one who actually knows the story. As for me, business is great. Actually landed 2 major contracts last month. Apparently being single and drama-free means I have way more time to focus. Took that trip to somewhere warm. Beach, good food, cleared my head, came back feeling reset. Started seeing someone new. Nothing serious yet, just coffee and getting to know each other. She's a project manager for a construction company. Makes good money, has her own house. When I mentioned I eventually want a prenup if things ever get serious with anyone, she laughed and said, obviously, I have a house too. Green flag if I ever saw one. My parents check in regularly. Mom keeps saying you'll find someone who deserves you. Dad just nods and says, you did good, son. The house feels different now. Better. Like I exorcised something toxic. Rearranged furniture, got new stuff, made it completely mine again. Someone asked me if I regret calling off the wedding. Honestly, not even a little. Only regret is not seeing the signs sooner. Like when she casually mentioned her ex was crazy for being suspicious of her, or when she'd get weird about me seeing her phone, or how she never wanted to talk about finances seriously. Red flags I ignored because I was in love. Won't make that mistake twice. To wrap this up, I learned something important. Love shouldn't cost you your security. Partnership shouldn't mean leaving yourself vulnerable to destruction. And if someone truly loves you, they'll want you protected as much as you want them protected. My ex wanted access to everything while contributing nothing and planning an exit. That's not love, that's a business transaction. And in business, you protect your assets. I'm good now. Actually better than good. Free, stable, financially secure, and slowly opening up to the idea that maybe, just maybe, there's someone out there who'll actually appreciate that rather than try to exploit it. Until then, I'm doing fine on my own. The prenup stays in my safe. Might need it someday. Might not. Either way, I'm ready. Thanks for letting me vent through all this. Helped more than you know. Peace out.